was announced yesterday that Steven Universe is coming back for new episodes in December. I'm already pissed off by the announcement, and here's why. Hi, I'm Benzie Johnson Jr., and I am very passionate about television. If you're passionate about it too, or just interested, hit subscribe for new television videos every single week. Now, in case the kids' TV or animation sides of the internet didn't scream it at you already, Cartoon Network announced yesterday morning, just before I put out my video for the day in fact, that Steven Universe was back, with all new episodes running weekly starting Monday, December 17th. While I commend the scheduling department of Cartoon Network on scheduling this run of Steven episodes weekly, perhaps to publicly atone for birthing the rise of strip format premiere scheduling in the US with this show several years ago, as that's how premieres are traditionally supposed to be, that doesn't make up for what this premiere run of Steven is going to do to the kids' TV space once it drops 4 weeks from now. Now, this isn't the worst scheduling idea possible. This isn't, say, May or June when summer KidsCon momentum is kicking off. December is typically a dull, boring month premiere-wise between the end of the fall runs of, say, Nick sitcoms in November and the start of, traditionally, Disney Channel's January premieres and Nick's February kickoffs as we all wait it out for warmer weather. But besides the show's own problems, as it apparently grapples with some level of cycle churn content decline from what I've heard, the problem with Steven Universe is that Steven Universe sucks all the air out of the room in the kids' TV space. It becomes an all-consuming, all-powerful force, not just in cartoons or kids' TV, but in fandom in general, a position formerly held by the equally atrocious webcomic Homestuck in the days before Steven came on the scene. When it's actively running especially, Steven Universe permeates through every possible thing, through the very fabric of online existence, for both the time that it's on, as every Steven Universe tag and blog and YouTube channel that focuses on Steven but masquerades as an animation channel loses their collective minds over every frame of the 11 minutes of content presented, and for a certain blast radius period afterward, as the remnants of the fandom catch up, all the Steven-tinged ideas get poured out and the dormancy of a long hiatus sets in, allowing the universe to focus on other things. Under the previous Steven bomb rationale, this total saturation lasted for maybe 2-3 weeks, a month at most. Now that these episodes are running weekly, this level of Steven saturation and its ensuing aftermath will be stretched out for months, well into 2019, overshadowing anything that even dares to exist in that space of time. Cousins for Life, Glitch Tex, Infinity Train, Victor and Valentino, fuck all that noise, Steven's back, all hail! The Steven bomb has become similar to a literal atom bomb that detonates and then proceeds to dominate all throughout the foreseeable future. I'm pretty certain that every blog and dashboard and video from the roundtable and bi-weekly episodes of Pizza Party podcast will have at least one considerably lengthy mention of Steven from here until March, as we go through the motions of the pre-release hype, each episode's painstaking examination, and the theorizing and fallout of the various bombshells that result. The entire world, at least online, will basically stop spinning while Steven Universe is running. And on another angle, it's not going to do much for Cartoon Network's sagging ratings, which could very well have been a reason behind trying this out now. While it's on Monday nights, so it's not positioned on the night where kids' TV goes to die, it's probably only going to air for premieres only, likely in a 7 or 8 o'clock time slot. They have that hour now, for the moment, and garner middling ratings, likely along the lines of the rest of their recent premieres, which have been languishing in the 500,000s range since October. If that's not an accurate portrayal of exactly how it's going to be scheduled, I would honestly be surprised. It's not going to trounce premieres of Total Dramarama, the only show that can garner somewhat decent ratings on CN these days. And for bonus points on the bingo card, they'll probably drop some number of episodes on their app early and another hit to potential ratings, as is so common with them. From a ratings standpoint, this will do nothing to help out a suffering CN, unless it's against Disney Channel, which has somehow surprisingly stooped to their level, or a generally soft time in kids' TV that was already going to happen anyway, given it's the holidays, and the focus is being put less on premieres and more on running holiday specials. Not to mention it does nothing to systemically improve the tenuous at best reputation of Cartoon Network overall right now. So bring on the winner of my discontent, I guess. No one's ready for what's coming, not even Steven fans, but we're all going to have to deal with it, whether we want to or not, for a long while. If you want more discussion about Cartoon Network, hit the subscribe button, because I have more analysis on the channel coming out over the rest of this week. I also recommend my History and Cycles 3-parter, where I explain their rise and fall along with the rest of the kids' TV channels. Good luck in the fallout shelter, and I'll see you in the next video.